I don't know. I think my radio broadcast voice is better than his.
Hey folks, Colin here with Local Enterprise Broadcasting.
So I ran across this guy, Local Enterprise Broadcasting. The red pill is bullshit. How many times have you heard this, guys? So what is this guy going to tell us, do you think? Can you guess?
Doing a proper video on the red pill.
Oh.
Why? Well, it's as simple. If I'm going to do a video on the red pill, I have to, A, be driving in my car.
You forgot your face mask, dude. You're no true red pill.
B, not be paying attention to driving said car. And C, the most important part, no seatbelt. So now that we've got all the bases covered and I've properly asserted myself as a red pill expert.
Did you use the soap, though? The pheromone soap?
Let's go ahead and move on to the video.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
The red pill. Have you taken it? Did you get enlightened?
Yes.
I bet you did.
I did, yes. Actually, it's a culmination of observing things through experience and my life. Noticed a few things. It's like, that doesn't seem to agree with what I've been told. I wonder what's going on. Yeah, I guess I did take the red pill.
And let me guess, you're probably feeling a lot like me.
No.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't worry, it's perfectly normal. You see,
when you learn things, when you gather knowledge and experience and advice, this is a problem, you see. I guess we shouldn't write books, history books and stuff, which writes down the experiences, maybe so future people can learn from the past. Isn't it, what is that saying? Smart people learn from experience. Wise people learn from other people's experience. Did you ever hear that one, Mr. Hammer?
When you have a society full of so many useful things, you end up with a lot of useless people.
Why are you talking about feminists that way? That's not very nice.
And these red pill channels are one of them.
Well, you know what? There's this option on YouTube. It's called, there's a search bar. You can search for other things. You could search for anything. You don't have to watch red pill channels if you don't want to. It's really quite simple.
Yes, I don't care who they are. Entrepreneurs in cars.
Why do you hate Richard Cooper? What's Richard's problem? I mean, he's got that soap line. You could buy some soap, maybe get some success with women. Maybe. It doesn't hurt, right? Give it a shot.
33 Secrets. They should just call it middle-aged has-been with kids that still hates women.
Middle-aged has-beens. Kind of like you and me.
That's what their channel should be called. That's what the red pill is. The red pill is the bitter pill. You know why?
Why?
Because everybody propagating that shit is middle-aged, pretty decent looking for their age, don't get me wrong. They're good looking dudes, but they've got 1, 2 kids, some of them with different moms.
Yeah.
And yeah, they have a confirmation bias.
Yes, of course they do. How do you gain experience, sir? I don't even know what your name is. Mr. Hammernail. How do you gain experience, Mr. Hammernail? If you don't read history and do your research and learn from the experiences of others, you experience it yourself. So I wonder why middle-aged men might have some knowledge of this kind of stuff. Let me scratch my head on that and try to figure out a reason.
But see, somebody in their childhood didn't explain to them that when all you walk around with a hammer, all you see are nails. What's that mean? Well,
I know
gentlemen,
what it means, yeah.
If you think the key to getting a good woman is to be super successful and have the best, neatest, coolest shit in the world and have the highest fucking status, guess what you're going to be attracting? Hypergamous women.
All women are hypergamous. There's nothing necessarily wrong with that, to try to find the best provider, the best genes, to have the best children with, to propagate the species. Kind of how it worked, for, tens of thousands of years.
What a concept.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Wow. Right?
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of like women that think all dudes cheat and all dudes are this and all dudes are that. No.
Just the ones they've been with, see. The only thing in common with all of our relationships, hammer, nail, is ourselves.
No, it's not true. Are there similarities between the sexes? Are there certain generalities that we can accept between our biology? Yes.
That's what the red pill is all about. It extends not just to relationships with women, it's women with men, really everybody. A lot of the stuff we've been told is complete bullshit. Do you pay attention to politics at all? red pill really applies with respect to politics as well. Matter of fact, just about everything you can take a red pill and probably come out of the red pill experience a better, more informed person. I'm not sure why you think knowledge is somehow bad.
Absolutely. But for everybody to say that I've only met gold diggers in my life, and that's all you're gonna be, so buckle up, son, and buy my shit.
I don't have enough gold for a gold digger to dig, so I'm not really worried about it. As a matter of fact, I've never met any woman, never dated any woman who came to me and said, Hamster, you're the prize, man. You got all this money and shit and status. Well, okay, maybe one or two.
Buy my shit, and I'll make you happy.
I've got pheromone soap. Call 1-800-GET-LAID easily. My name is Richard Cooper. Thank you for listening.
Because, okay, so here's what red pill does. Red pill does the most evil thing in the world.
It does. It informs people. Oh my God. Learning from other people's experiences, good and bad. You just can't listen to these other people.
It doesn't tell you to come out and hate women.
Yeah.
Or the opposite sex, however we want to define this shit. Doesn't come out and say it. No.
Oh, no.
No, it does something far more sinister.
Yes.
It causes people to mistrust the opposite sex.
Maybe take things with a grain of salt. Maybe understand that women aren't all pure, perfect angels, and some men are just fucking assholes. Try to convince a woman of that. Oh, no, this guy's a bad guy. Oh, you don't know him. How do you should have a daughter. It's amazing.
So, let's say you take the red pill, and now you're going to start a relationship.
You'll be armed with information and experience from other people, and maybe not mistrust, but certainly trust but verify, maybe would be one way to put it.
Well, you already don't trust the girl. How long do you think it's gonna last?
I don't know.
You ever hear that saying, you reap what you sow?
Yeah, I think we have. But wait a minute, that was in some historical book trying to teach us lessons. So we can't pay attention to that because we'll be biased or something.
It's kind of like that. And it kind of like the hammer and the nails one.
This coffee is particularly good. I got a big bag of this at Starbucks for like $10.
If you stay bitter, you're going to keep perpetuating that cycle.
Yeah, it's kind of a negative thing, but if you're a bitter, angry person, whether you're male or female or whatever, you're not going to attract really good people, right? I mean, there's this vibe. Especially women can tell. I mean, it's a sixth sense some women have. And if you walk around bitter and angry all the time, you're not going to have to worry about dating people because nobody will want to date you. Do you understand?
It's going to keep happening.
Yeah.
I kept getting cheated on because I thought all women did it.
I guess all the women you went out with did.
It's not true.
But yet, he sits there and tells us, don't listen to that red pill stuff, because not all women are like that. Well, except for all the ones I went out with. Oh my God. How oblivious can one be? It's crazy.
And I finally woke up to this.
You did.
It's taken me a while, folks. And I understand a lot of you people out there that are watching that red pill shit are probably not in the greatest state of mind right now.
Yeah, it's called the red pill rage. First, when you first start realizing, hey, something isn't quite right. Why am I supposed to act like this, in the case of dating, to get the girls to go out with you, and they don't go out with guys who act like that? Why was I told these things when they are not true? And that's where your journey begins. Why were people lying to me? What would be the point of that? Why would your mother lie to you about this?
At least especially when it comes to the opposite sex.
When your mother is giving you advice, young men, she is in the stage of her life where if she is divorced, she's looking for a provider. It's not the guy that makes her tingle, like when she was in high school. Now, if you asked her the same question, hey, mother, when you were 17, did you look for the nice guy and the guy who was all sensitive and shit? And she'll say, what are you, nuts? No, I wanted the fucking quarterback. But when she gets older, she realizes that her looks are gone. She's got a kid or two. Things aren't looking good, right? So she's projecting on what she wants in a man and saying, if you're like that little hamster, all the women are going to flock to you because that's really what women like. It's not.
If you can at least admit that to yourself, then maybe you could look at their view of women a little bit more objectively and realize it's bullshit.
Well, it's not that hard to figure out which red pill guys are bitter, angry people. You just have to listen to them. I mean...
Dude, I used to really have a bitterness against women. Like, when I mean really, like, it was horrible.
Why'd you do that? Could it be you had some bad experiences?
And it wasn't fair. And there's no woman in my life right now.
I'm somehow shocked. I'm shocked, I tell you.
But that doesn't mean there won't be.
Doesn't mean there will be either.
And I learned that if I just go around expecting all of them to fuck me over, I'm pretty much gonna keep attracting women that will do that.
No. At your age, you're attracting what's left over. You're not getting... I don't think you're getting a true representative sample. I think you're just getting whatever happens to be available.
You just look for certain things when all you see is certain things. Point in case, you ever buy a car and then all of a sudden you see a bunch of cars on the road that look just like yours and you had... I mean, they've always been there.
Yeah, even the same color and everything. It's pretty crazy.
But now that you own that car, they're everywhere.
Yeah.
It's the same shit. It's perspective. So these red pill middle-aged has-beens who are very wealthy, good on them, not taking anything away from it. Yeah. But you know what the red pill has shown them is all this money and power and all this success and status, I still can't find a good woman.
Maybe, I won't even say it. I'm not a rager anymore, so I won't even say what I was thinking, but you can put it together.
Maybe it's because you're a shallow person.
Ah, yes. Well, that's also part of the red pill kind of stuff too, isn't it? Developing yourself to be, you know, to be the best you can be. That's kind of a MGTOW thing, but it's the same, similar kind of objective, right? You can have a lot of money and just be some dolt and of no interest whatsoever except you have a lot of money, or you can have a lot of money and also be an interesting person. The two are not mutually exclusive, right? Especially if one earns all that money. Makes you different.
Wow! What a novel concept!
What a concept, yeah.
Misery loves company.
Yeah.
And shit attracts flies.
Oh, this guy's a gem.
So... if you're on the red pill, get off of it.
No, I'll do what I want to do and you do what you want to do. Why are you trying to tell me what to do? I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I could care less. I couldn't care less. I always get that wrong.
You find a woman that's trustworthy, trust her until she gives you a good reason not to.
Yeah, so you should go into the restaurant who has 1-star reviews for making people sick all the time. Forget what that said on Yelp. Go into that restaurant until you get sick, and then you don't have to. What the fuck's wrong with you, dude? What's wrong with you? Experience. Wise men. Other people's experiences. Do you get it?
And same thing with you, ladies. Don't let the sins of a past relationship totally fuck your chances for a happiness in a new one. Don't do what I've been doing for the last 2 years.
We have our own little set of angry here, don't we?
Because I look at it now, if I'd had this mentality 2 years ago, I might be with the love of my life right now. Entirely possible.
And maybe not.
But I've been so bitter and angry and mistrusting,
yeah,
that even if someone did show interest, I never would have seen it.
Do you know the red pill sort of philosophy and you know, Rollo Tomasi and some of these other guys? That's helped a lot of men. You understand that. Maybe you're not one of them, but you're you, right? There's a lot of men out there that didn't realize what the heck was going on with respect to women. Now, I'm not saying hate women. Understand them. Understand, in general, how they behave, how they act, and all of these things. I see nothing wrong with having knowledge, learning from other people's experiences. I don't see that as a problem. I see that as a positive.
And I'm willing to bet that most of you guys and girls out there that are dealing with this shit with the opposite sex, you just need to start talking to each other. Quit fucking being afraid to communicate, because that's the big thing. And all these red pill channels, they encourage that. They encourage people to be afraid to communicate, to naturally, normally. They all want you to put on a show.
Just don't talk to anybody at work, though, because you might be Me Too'd. Do you understand the world we live in?
To elevate status, because you're going to lose to the better guy. Here's a video. Watch. See my car? It attracted some bitch. And she just left that dude to come and look at my car.
Oh, God.
And now she's talking to me. Well, all women are like that. I'm like, no, dude, that's a hoe. That's a hoe, and she's good looking. And guess what? That doesn't last long. Doesn't. Even if women are hypergamous in nature, it doesn't last long.
There's nothing wrong with hypergamy. It's helped the species propagate over, hundreds of thousands of years. What we have today, however, kind sir, is uncontrolled, unrestrained hypergamy among some women. Fortunately, I think the majority of them understand they have this power, but they don't act on it. Thank God for decent women.
Because their looks don't last long. You get where I'm going with that?
That's called the wall, and that's a discussion for another day. I will link this genius's video below, and you can enjoy it in its entirety. James Maxwell, thank you for listening.